Assalam. Um, I thought I might check in. It's been a while. Having trouble with my phones. I don't want to conform to this whole tyranny where you have to put everything on a cloud and you can't, have memory chips and stuff in your phone now, so you can be surveilled better. So I'm having trouble trying to post videos. A lot has been going on though. Most recent thing is that plane and helicopter crash right there in DC. Wonder who was on that plane. Someone important. But anyway, I'm not doing good right now. I went to the VA yesterday to take care of some things. I was getting the runaround and stuff. It's just hard dealing with people. Um, Went to go see my primary care doctor, but I did a walk in. Um, been having some trouble, and I got a lot of medical things going on. But yeah, so the only medication I do take is a sleeping pill. I don't like it. And if I ever knew what it was, I wouldn't have even started taking that. But I've been on it for over 20 years now, and yeah, there's definitely a dependency. But I had to change doctors and to get this medication. I don't know, I still have refills and stuff. I have like three more refills. But anyways, it's a nightmare because I called for the refill. I got logged out of my internet account because I just have trouble with electronics. But anyway, um, I called on the phone to get this prescription refilled, and they said that they were sending it and it didn't come. It was a couple weeks, so I had to take care of some other things too. I got an Uber and I went down there, and the pharmacy, first of all, my doctor, she has two nurses there. One nurse is absolutely amazing, but then this other nurse, and I love my doctor. She really takes good care of me, but this one nurse in her office, it's like just talking to this woman, she gives me such anxiety. It's like she's very combative with everything you say, and it's just like, you know, I remember when she was taking my blood pressure, she's like, "Oh, your blood pressure is high." I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's because you're kind of making it that way." I'm an honest person. But I try to approach everything with a smile. But anyways, it's like she was basically telling me that my doctor couldn't give me this medicine, that I had to go to this other doctor to get this medicine. And this is something that I used to get okay, I'll give you some more context. Um, my ex is a social worker at the VA, so he's making getting any kind of medical help absolutely impossible. There are two locations around me. One is a brand new building that is 15 minutes, not even. I used to ride my bike there, but I mean, I'm kind of crazy with the bike, anyways. Um, but yeah, that one's a lot closer, and I had to change all my, care into the facility that's like 45 minutes from me because you know, I know there's these HIPAA laws and everything, but people just don't understand the gravity of my situation because I mean these people know who I am. I've been to their Christmas balls back when I was Christian, and we were together, and it's like I've been there, to the his I had lunch with him, on occasions, and like these people used to come and visit him in the hospital. We've had our housewarming party, and these people came to our housewarming party. It's like they're connected, you know? And when he first left me, I had talked to a social worker to help me out of my situation. And things that I was saying to the social worker went right back to him. So I learned real quick that I just can't talk to them. And going through the death of a 20-year marriage and my family structure, my family dynamics just falling apart, I was seeking mental help. The only, okay, when I first, just before my husband left, I was seeing a really good therapist. I really connected with him, and I really wish that he was still there, but he's not. Um, I have tried a couple therapists after he had left, and one of them really got on my nerves. It's just like they're young. I need someone older who I can connect with. I just can't connect with these younger people. And I know whatever, it's their profession, but it's like they're fresh off their books, and it's like they tell me superficial things, and it's like, I have real problems. I need solutions to my real problems. I can't just, you know, fairy tale it through. I don't know what to say, but it just, we weren't connecting. And plus, like I said, I just didn't trust the whole social work network in this particular VA. I moved my primary care and my mental health. I had to move it all. I moved it all to another location. And like I said, it's further away. But now, when I was trying to get mental help, I was only able to really speak to a psychiatrist. I don't know, once every 3 or 4 months, he would talk to me on the phone, and it wasn't therapy. He would say in every session that, well, obviously you're still depressed, so let's try a medication, And it's like, well, can't we try therapy first? you know? I mean, it's just, I don't see a solution in a pill. And my problem is that I'm lonely. I have no friends. Like, I have no communication with the outside world. And like, this guy is just trying to tell me that, just take a pill. Just sit with it. Just take a pill. And I really wish people would think more about this, but I have been fighting medications in all sense, like not just with mental health, but also with pain. I'm a disabled vet, and I refuse to take narcotics, and I like to do everything cognitive. But like I said, 20 years ago, I've had trouble sleeping most of my life, and I guess I just looked at it as a sleeping pill, and I didn't realize how bad this pill was. But there's definitely a physical addiction. I go through withdrawals, and of course I don't sleep. But I'm not doing good right now. I don't have any more of my medication. And when I went and talked to the pharmacist, well, first of all, I called again, and they were telling me, I could pick it up or I could have a scent. And it's like, at this point, I knew that I would go without it, so I needed to pick it up. But transportation's not that easy for me. I've been having seizures, so there's that. And I got an Uber and I went down there, and then they're telling me that it's in the mail, so they can't just give me some new medication. And I'm trying to tell them I'm not going to get it for I don't know how long. Like, I've been waiting for almost 2 weeks for it to come in the mail, and it didn't come. So anyways, this pill, it's like the pharmacist made a big deal about it, and it was kind of embarrassing because it's like I'm standing there in front of their, little glass window and stuff, and there's people behind me in the waiting room, so they can kind of, hear and see something going on. But I felt like she was treating me like, a drug addict. And it was very embarrassing. And yeah, and it's like after dealing with the nurse who was giving me anxiety. I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping around here. I don't really tell stories very well. Um, but when I spoke to the nurse, I did a walk in with my primary doctor. And when I spoke to the nurse, she was trying to tell me that, oh, well, the doctor can't prescribe this pill. And I tried to tell her, well, the primary doctors was the one they were prescribing me this pill until mental health, I started going to mental health and trying to seek help with mental health. And then they told me that I have to go through the psychiatrist. So I know this is a pill that my primary doctor can prescribe for me. And the nurse was just being so combative. Like, she just did not, she kept telling me, nope, nope, it's not a drug that, we can do here. You have to go to mental health. And it's just like, I couldn't reason with her. It's like, I know this. And I was surprised that she's a nurse and she doesn't know this. But I figured if I just talk to my doctor, then, everything will be fine, because I love my doctor. She's absolutely amazing. She takes care of me and my needs before I even think about them. I'm really, really happy with this doctor. And she got me through some very hard things. And she's just my medical care. Like, I had a scare with cancer, and like, she's very thorough about things, and I just haven't seen that in a doctor in a very long time, and especially someone at the VA. But anyways, I felt like the pharmacy was treating me like an addict. And the way that the nurse was combative, and I had some other things to do there too. Paperwork and ID card. I had to get a new ID card because I wanted one with my hijab on. And yeah, so it's like I had to go to several different places, and it's like I was waiting around all day just to hope to talk to someone at my primary care's doctor. Like I said, I did a walk-in, so that was to be expected. But then it's like the nurse told me, oh, we'll just go back to mental health. And it's like, I don't have a doctor there. But she wanted me to go there and just do a walk-in. And it'd be like more hours of just sitting there. And when I had other things I had to take care of. Because I don't like to leave my house. And when I know I'm going there, I like to do it all at once so that I don't have to go back. But yeah, I just got fed up with it all, and I went to Patient Advocate. And I met a really nice gentleman there who really gave me some hope. And I really, I hope that I can find more help now. But I'm still, I didn't get my medication. I'm still waiting here for it to come in the mail, and I don't know when it's going to come, if it's even going to come. But I'm just thinking about things, and the reason why I want to address this right now is because this is the very reason that I don't encourage my fellow, battle buddies to conform to any of these. Try and stay off the narcotics, because I've seen what it does to people. I've seen where they get attached to it, and then when it's taken from them, they go to street drugs. I've seen mental decline. I've seen where their injuries actually get worse; they don't get better. And yeah, so that's something I've always fought through, and I hope that I can be an example for other, vets who are disabled. I'm 50% disabled, and people, I don't know, they probably think I'm just like, joking with this or whatever, but no, I'm in pain every day of my life. I just suck it up and drive on. I deal with it, and I try to stay active, which I'm not so active anymore. But when I was more active, the pain actually felt so much better. Um, I used to cycle. I love riding my bike. I I'm sorry, I drove. I'm a trucker too. But I rode my bike from Jacksonville to Atlanta. So yeah, I'm kind of badass. I really miss it. But I used to be very involved with CrossFit and Jiu-Jitsu as well. And when I was so active like this, my injuries were a lot better maintained. But for the past 4 years, I've been home, not doing much of anything, and I do feel where my body is getting worse. Definitely my mental. Um, but going back to the medication, it's like the VA, they're just giving me the runaround, and it's just that's what they do to people. They give you the runaround. But yeah, it's like I'm sitting here and I'm going through withdrawals, and I don't want to take that medication anyway. And I was already talking to my doctor about ways to come off it, because there's physical side effects. Like, well, I'm not sleeping either, but it's like I feel like there is an ice pick in my eyeball. um, it's just not sleeping is terrible enough, you know? And I've been really dependent on this medication for over 20 years now. So it's pretty bad when I don't have it. Um, but basically, they just left me here, you know? It's like, oh well, just deal with it. And it's like, I think about all the pills that they've tried to get me to take, and I tell them no, like the narcotics, like the psychiatric drugs. Um, if I was addicted to them, what would it be like if I couldn't get my medication? And how would the pharmacy have treated me if it was a narcotic or a psychiatric drug that I was going in there asking for, if they treated me like this over a sleeping medication? Um, and I feel really bad for my battle buddies who, are going through this, especially with the psychotic drugs or psychiatric drugs, um, because that messes a lot with your mental. And like, I just don't think that this is right. Um, there were some other things I wanted to do, and it's like I did get back on my internet, My Healthy Vet, because I got logged out of there, and I'm so bad with electronics. So I struggled. I went, months and months without that. I was just trying to get a hold of my doctor through phone. But I knew that if I was able to message her, that she would respond. Like, I always had good communication with her. But so I got back on that. I wanted to talk to some other, I don't really want to say it too much here on, YouTube, but there was some other paperwork that I had to take care of. One thing I forgot about, just all the stress of the day. I missed that, so I still have to take care of that. But it's just like all these roadblocks in every direction. And I remember one girl I had to talk to get some paperwork done. Um, I could tell she just didn't care. It became like almost robotic to her. Like, it was just a job. There's no personality there. No, I could tell by her energy that she just wasn't there. She's just in a flow, almost robotic. I don't feel like I'm gonna get helped. Um, I don't know how to make a difference. I don't know how to make a difference. I can't even help myself. Um, but yeah, my son was with me all this time. I spent all day long at the VA. And I remember when I talked to the patient advocate, and he's amazing. I'm really happy I talked to him. But I said, I've been here since 7 o'clock. He's like, so haven't I. It's like, but you get paid. You know, I don't know. He was a really good guy, though. I really am happy that I spoke to him, and I have hope that I might be able to navigate the system a little bit better and a little bit easier. And I don't know, maybe I would be able to find a therapist, because a lot of the trouble I'm having is they're getting rid of all the older people, and they have these new people coming in, and I'm not connecting with them. I'm just not. Even when I was young, I've always connected better with older people, people older than my age, like 20 years older than my age. Um, and it's just, it's hard. I mean, I can't even find people my own age. They're all young, and it's like they're all fresh off their books, and I don't think that they're teaching these people right. It's the system is broken. It's so broken. But I'm proud of my son because he was such a good boy. I brought his schoolwork with him, and we worked a little bit on that, but he sat there for hours and hours. I mean, we were there more than a work shift, and he was just such a good boy. And he's only 10, and I just hate that he's stuck in this with me. But I don't know. There it is, putting this out there. I haven't posted in a while. I'm having trouble with the phone. Electronics is not my thing. I feel awful today, just awful. This headache. Very depressed. I don't know. I wish that I had a friend, someone to talk to. And there are some things that I've been watching on YouTube. I don't watch mainstream media, but it's like some things I did want to talk about, but I'll just have to make other videos about that. These AI things that are playing out. I want to talk about Jesus' return, scripture. I know biblical scripture, and I'm trying to learn Islamic eschatology, and I wish I had someone to go over these things with, because what I thought I knew about that, I got more confused when I tried to look into the Sunni and Shiite split. So it just confused me even more. And I'm kind of on my own on this. And yeah, another thing I got really excited about was I have been searching for an answer for 2 years and getting doors closed on me in my face. And Allah, it's all in His timing. But I have that answer now. Mashallah. I'm so grateful for that answer, because I don't ask just scriptural, questions. I go deep. And I'm tired of people telling me that we're not supposed to go that deep. Maybe you're not supposed to go that deep, but not all of us are built the same. And my mind doesn't think so simple. And my faith is not blind. And one of the things that, really it makes me more firm in my belief and my understanding of it is the science behind it. So yeah, and I can't wait to start feeling better. And I really wish that the world wasn't upside down so we can talk about these things more, because this is how we grow, and then there's some more hatred I'm getting from comments on, that I make and stuff. And I really try to be fruitful in the way I reply to these. But yeah, I think that we all can just do better. Stop hating each other and just try to understand each other, um, but yeah, there's that. I shine love and light and do better. Assalam.